Hello and welcome to the MCQs of microorganism, friends and foe. We have already done with the chapter, so today we'll be discussing some MCQs or multiple choice questions based on this chapter from Class 8 NCERT CBSE Biology. So let's start with the MCQs. So the first question, disease-causing microorganisms are called. So the disease-causing microorganisms, what are they known as? Microbes, antibodies, antigen or pathogens. So the correct answer is B, pathogens. It is the pathogens which cause the disease in living organisms. They can be viewed only under the microscope, and so they are called microorganisms. So answer D. The next question, percentage of nitrogen present in the atmosphere. So what percentage of nitrogen is present in the atmosphere? That is, the atmosphere consists of what percentage of nitrogen? It is the maximum amount of atmosphere constitutes the nitrogen. Is it 75%, 78%, 72 or 80%? So the correct answer is B, 78% of nitrogen is contained in that of atmosphere. The next question, penicillin was discovered by Robert Hooke, Louis Pasteur, Alexander Fleming or Edward Jenner. So who discovered the fungus penicillin? So penicillin was first discovered by Alexander Fleming, that is option C, from the bread mold. So it is option C, Alexander Fleming, who first discovered penicillin. This penicillin is later on used as an antibiotic for different diseases or for cure of different diseases. Let's move on to the next question. So penicillium is a, just now I told you, so penicillium is a algae, B, fungi, C, bacteria and D, protozoa. It is B, fungi, which is a penicillium is fungus. So it is option B is the correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. The disease-causing pathogen present in the host cells are killed by medicines known as. Now the disease-causing pathogen, what we had known the first question. So the microorganisms which cause diseases are called pathogens. Now these pathogens, when they cause diseases, in order to stop their growth or in order to stop the spread of the disease, what do? We take in some particular kind of medicine. That particular section of the medicine is known as painkiller, antibiotics, vaccine or none of these. So it is the correct option is antibiotics. B, antibiotics is the correct option for the disease-causing pathogen present in the host cells which are killed by the action of this particular medicine, that is antibiotics. Next, malaria is caused by the microorganism virus, fungi, bacteria or protozoa. So while malaria is caused by the microorganism, the correct answer is protozoa or option D. Let's move on to the next question. Aedes is caused by the microorganism, bacteria, virus, protozoa or the fungus. So Aedes is a terrible or very fierce disease. It is also known as the acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. It is caused by the microorganism, bacteria, virus, C, protozoa or D, fungus. The correct answer is B, virus. Next question, yeast is used in the production of sugar, alcohol, antibiotics or vaccine. So yeast, we all know, is another kind of fungus which is a friend for us. It is not a foe, it is a friend for us. It is a friend to microorganism and it helps in the production of sugar, alcohol, antibiotics or vaccine. So the correct option or the correct answer is answer B, that is helps in the production of alcohol. Let's move on to the next question. Plant-like microorganisms are known as bacteria, algae, protozoa, both A and B. Now bacteria, algae, protozoa, or D, both A and B. So the correct answer is option B, algae. It is not bacteria or protozoa. So the plant-like organism, it is similar to that of the plants. It consists of chlorophyll, and so they are autotrophic in nature, but they do not have differentiated stem, roots and leaves like that of the plants. So it is told like it looks like plant-like, but it is exactly not the plants. So the correct option is answer B, algae. So the next question, which of the following is an antibiotic? Streptomycin, tetracycline, erythromycin, or all of these? So all of these three mentioned in the options A, B and C are all different types of antibiotics. So the correct answer is option D, that is all of these. They are all antibiotics which are used in some kind of disease or the others. Option D is the correct one. So the next question, carrier of malaria causing protozoan is female Anopheles mosquito, housefly, or female Aedes mosquito, or none of these. So these are the four options which will tell us that which is the carrier or who is the carrier of this malarial disease caused by the protozoa. So the correct answer is female Anopheles mosquito, or option A. Moving on to the next question, a viral disease, is it typhoid, influenza, dysentery, or tuberculosis? So which is the viral disease? Typhoid, no. Dysentery, no. Influenza, yes, it is influenza which is a viral disease. That is option B is the correct answer. Move on to the next question. The process of conversion of sugar into alcohol is known as. So the process of formation or conversion of sugar into alcohol, it is known as the process of pasteurization. No. It is a nitrogen cycle, C, fermentation, or D, none of these. So the correct answer is C, fermentation. It is the process by fermentation in which yeast converts sugar into that of the alcohol. So it is option C is the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. Which microorganism is called the borderline between the living and the non-living? So which is the microorganism which falls between the living and the non-living? It is just on the borderline. Borderline means it is when it is outside, it behaves as if it is dead, or it is just not alive, but when it gets a host or it gets into a host, it becomes alive, or it starts integrating into the host DNA and it starts multiplying, and then it is termed as alive. So such a kind of microorganism is bacteria, B, virus, C, protozoa, none of these. The correct option is B, virus. Virus is actually the microorganism which is considered to be on the borderline between living and non-living. So the next question, the microorganism which fixes atmospheric nitrogen, Rhizobium, Azotobacter, blue-green algae, or all of these? Is it Rhizobium, Azotobacter, blue-green algae, or all of these? If you know the names of the nitrogen fixing bacteria, which is important part of the microorganism, so you will know that all of these three are help in the fixing of the atmospheric nitrogen into the soil. So it is, the correct answer is option D, that is all of these. So question number 16, jaundice affects which part of the human body? Is it stomach, A, B, liver, C, kidney, and D, pancreas? The correct option is answer B, liver is the causal part, or is the way that it affects the part of that human body. Next question. Microorganisms which require host cells to reproduce and complete their life cycle, bacteria, virus, fungi, or none of these? So which of the microorganisms require a host cell in order to complete their life cycle? I have told you this when I had discussed the question, that is which microorganism is on the borderline between the living and the non-living. So that time I told it is behaves as non-living when it is outside. When it integrates itself into the host DNA or the host cell, it becomes a living organism. So it is option B, virus is the correct answer. Next question. Penicillium and Aspergillus are examples of bacteria, virus, protozoa, none of these. So Penicillium and Aspergillus are both examples of, it is none of these, because the correct answer is it is from the group, or if it is from the kingdom of fungi, that is both Aspergillus and Penicillium belongs to. So the correct answer is D, none of these. Spirogyra and Chlamydomonas are examples of. So what are the examples, or which form we have found the examples? Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra, they are examples of algae. Yes, the option A is correct. They are examples of algae, not bacteria, fungi or protozoa. Option A is the correct answer. The gas released during the preparation of bread dough. So when we have talked, or we have read in the chapter, that during the process of bread making, something is added and it is mixed with the dough, and the dough is kept for at least 1 hour. So this helps the dough in rising. So when it rises, what happens? That microorganism which is added to it, that is yeast which is added, it starts to grow in number, and while growing it gives out the gas which creates, or which helps in the rising of the dough. And what is that gas? Oxygen, B nitrogen, C carbon dioxide and D sulfur dioxide. The correct answer is C carbon dioxide, that is which is formed during the rising of the dough is the correct answer. Answer C. Dash disease is caused by bacteria: chickenpox, tuberculosis, dengue or polio. Which is caused by bacteria? The correct answer is answer B, that is tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is caused by bacteria, and the name of the bacteria which causes it is Mycobacterium. It is Mycobacterium. This is a special type of bacteria which causes the disease tuberculosis. It is highly communicable in nature, that is it gets from one person to another by touch, by sitting to near, staying near each other, and this is a highly communicable disease. So it is caused by the bacteria Mycobacterium. Which of the following is a communicable disease? Now we have to tell which of the following is a communicable disease. In just the previous question I told you tuberculosis is a highly communicable disease. Now here let's see the options: A diabetes, B chickenpox, C Alzheimer's or D asthma. Now which of these is a highly communicable disease? The correct answer is option B. Chickenpox is a highly communicable disease. It actually spreads from one person to another very fast. Option B is the correct answer. Which of the following can be cured by antibiotics? Is it AIDS, dengue, cancer or typhoid? So which can be cured by antibiotics? So it is option D, that is typhoid can be cured, because AIDS, cancer, dengue, AIDS and cancer is not cured by any antibiotic. We do hardly have any special medicine for AIDS and cancer. And for dengue, it is a protozoan disease and it is caused by a mosquito. It is caused by a carrier. It is transferred from one person to another by a carrier. And only option is B, D, typhoid, which can be cured by that of a antibiotic. The bacteria present in the curd is called Salmonella typhi, Penicillium, Lactobacillus or Vibrio cholerae. So which of this is present in the preparation or during the formation of curd? That is the bacteria Lactobacillus. We should remember that whenever there is anything related to any milk product, the word lacto comes into being, because lacto is being derived from the word lactogen, that is present in milk. So it is the bacillus or the bacteria Lactobacillus which helps in the curd formation. That is answer C. Next one, which of the following is not true regarding preservation of food? So which of the statements is not true regarding preservation? It prevents prevention of decay or prevents decay, airtight sealing, decreased shelf life or storage for future use. Now in which of these is false about the idea of storage of food or preservation of food? First thing is prevention of decay. Obviously preservation of food is done to stop the decaying of the food. Airtight sealing, it has been sealed airtight in order that so that the microbes or the microorganisms is not able to affect or not able to go and harm the foods or spoil the foods. And last, it is also used for the storage so that things can be stored for a longer period of time, and it does not decrease the shelf life. So the correct answer is C, that it decreases the shelf life is false about the statement preservation of food, because preservation of food increases the shelf life of any food. That is, it keeps the food in a proper condition for a longer time than it is expected if we keep the food outside normally. So answer C or option C is the correct answer. Next, the rod-shaped bacteria are called Spirogyra, Coccus, Vibrio, Bacillus. So the rod-shaped, so we know that bacteria are 4 types of shapes is there. One is a spherical or round shaped known as the Coccus or the Koch. Second is that of the rod-shaped type, which is also known as the Bacillus, that is option D. The third is the spiral type, that is called the Spirogyra, and the fourth is the comma type, which is known as the Vibrio. So the correct option for this question is Bacillus or option D. So match the following: Louis Pasteur, Robert Koch, Edward Jenner, Alexander Fleming with penicillin, fermentation, Bacillus anthracis and smallpox vaccine. So Louis Pasteur helps in the process of pasteurization. So what we can do? So next is Robert Koch. We know Robert Koch helped in the discovery of the bacteria Bacillus anthracis, which causes the disease of anthrax. Edward Jenner, Alexander Fleming, we know is famous for discovery of penicillin, and Edward Jenner for smallpox vaccine, and Louis Pasteur helped in the discovery of process of fermentation. So let's see the answer. That is A for 2, that is Louis Pasteur is for fermentation. B for 3, that is Robert Koch for Bacillus anthracis, discovery of the bacteria Bacillus anthracis which causes anthrax. 3 is Edward Jenner for smallpox vaccine, and Alexander Fleming is for penicillin. Let's move on to the next question. 2 microbes which are involved in the process of decomposition: bacteria and fungus, bacteria and protozoa, fungus and algae, protozoa and algae. So involved in the process of decomposition, so it is always bacteria and fungus. That is answer or option A. Which of the following drug is antipyretic? Is it insulin, alcohol, erythromycin or paracetamol? Now which of the drugs is antipyretic, that is helps in the reduction of fever? That is insulin. Insulin is mostly or generally used for a diabetic patient. Alcohol, it is mostly used as an antiseptic. Erythromycin is an antibiotic, whereas paracetamol is an antipyretic. So it is option D, that is paracetamol is antipyretic. And the last question for this video, that is what is the status of algae in the aquatic food chain? That is, they are the consumers, they are the producers, they are the host, or they are the microscopic organism. So the algae, we know that is a microorganism. Where does it belong in the food chain? Because we know that algae are all having chlorophyll, they are all autotrophs in nature, that is they prepare their own food, so they are the producers of their own food. So they produce their own food, so option B is the correct answer. That is, they are the producers and they are at the base of the food chain, that is they produce the food, because higher we go, it is all the ones which are heterotrophs in nature. So this brings to the end of the MCQs on microorganism, friends and foe. If you have liked my video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions or any queries regarding the chapter, Please put your questions in the comment box. I'll surely get back to you. If you have any other questions which you want me to answer or which you need the answer back, so you can ask and I'll put it in the comment section. Till then, we'll wait for the next video of another chapter on NCERT CBSE biology. Till then, take care, stay safe, and bye for now. Thank you.